All right, so are you ready to dive into something truly spectacular? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Sphere experience in Las Vegas. Specifically, we're exploring the Postcard from Earth show that's been generating so much buzz. We've been combing through their website, and let me tell you, it seems like this is not your average trip to the movies.
No, not at all.
Ugh.
It's really fascinating to see how much they're emphasizing this whole concept of immersive entertainment.
Right. They're really going all in on it. Like, first of all, you have this massive orb-shaped building that's completely covered in the world's highest definition screen. We're talking 18K resolution, which is just mind-blowing.
It's incredible. Most of us are just starting to wrap our heads around 8K TVs,
Yeah.
and are already taking it to the next level. The implications of that kind of resolution are huge.
Exactly. It's not just about sharpness. It's about a level of detail that can make you feel like you're actually inside the environment on screen.
Right, like you're part of the action.
Yep. And then on top of that, they're also hyping up this crazy advanced audio system and something called haptic seats. I'm picturing like those rumbling seats you get in 4D rides at theme parks.
Well, it's actually a bit more sophisticated than that. Haptic technology is designed to simulate the sense of touch. Think about those subtle vibrations you feel when you're holding your phone. Now imagine those sensations being used to make you feel the impact of an explosion on screen, or the gentle brush of leaves as a character walks by.
Ah, so it's not just about jolting you around. It's about adding a whole other layer of sensory input to the experience.
Exactly. They're aiming to engage all your senses, sight, sound, touch, to create a truly holistic experience that blurs the lines between simply watching and actually participating.
It sounds pretty wild. And that's just the main event. Apparently, they've created this elaborate pre-show experience, too. They've got holographic art installations, a chance to meet and interact with a robot named Aura.
Aura is supposed to be equipped with some seriously advanced AI. They say it can hold conversations, tailor its responses to individual guests, and even learn from each interaction.
So it's not just a gimmick. It's a demonstration of the potential of human-robot interaction.
Exactly. And it makes you think about the possibilities beyond just entertainment.
For sure. And along with all that, they have these tech demos showcasing what they're calling 22nd century technology and a holoplot sound demonstration, which I'll be honest, I had to Google.
Oh yeah, holoplot is pretty mind-blowing. Imagine being able to direct sound waves with the same precision as a laser beam. They can create incredibly specific soundscapes where you could have one person hearing birds chirping while someone standing right next to them hears nothing but the sound of rushing water. It's that precise.
Wow. So it's not just about surrounding you with sound. It's about controlling exactly what you hear, where, and when.
Right. It's like personalized audio, tailored to your exact location.
It's amazing to think about the potential applications of that kind of technology.
Absolutely. Think about the possibilities in education or healthcare.
Okay, so we've got this visually stunning theater, cutting-edge sound design, and a pre-show experience that sounds like a glimpse into the future. But what about the main attraction, the actual film itself, Postcard from Earth? I have to say, that title definitely piques my curiosity.
It's a very evocative title, isn't it? It definitely sets a certain tone, and with Darren Aronofsky at the helm, it's bound to be a visually and emotionally intense experience.
Aronofsky is a fantastic director, known for his immersive, thought-provoking films like Black Swan and Requiem for a Dream. His films tend to stay with you long after the credits roll. But I'm curious, how do you think his distinct style will translate to a project like this?
That's a great question. I think it's important to consider what Aronofsky himself said. On the Sphere's website, they quote him as saying, "At its best, cinema is an immersive medium that transports the audience out of their regular life and into a new experience."
That quote really speaks to the core of what they're trying to achieve with the Sphere.
It does. And I think Aronofsky's style is perfectly suited to creating those kinds of transformative experiences. He's a master of visual storytelling, of drawing you into the psychological depths of his characters.
So it's not just about passively watching a story, it's about being completely immersed in it.
Precisely.
And with a director like Aronofsky, known for his often dark and challenging themes, this could be a really intense experience.
Right, and that makes you wonder, will his style, which can be pretty demanding on the viewer, be the right fit for a mass audience entertainment venue like this? It'll be interesting to see how he adapts his filmmaking to this new medium.
Absolutely. It's a bold move, for sure. I mean, his films are amazing, but they're definitely not your typical lighthearted popcorn fare.
Definitely not.
This is going to be a fascinating experiment in pushing the boundaries of mainstream entertainment. But speaking of accessibility, I'm guessing an experience like this doesn't come cheap. What can you tell me about their ticket options?
Well, they offer a range of options to fit different budgets. General admission starts at $94.
Oh, okay, so that's not as bad as I was picturing, considering everything you get.
Right. And that includes access to the entire experience. The pre-show activities, the film itself, the whole shebang.
That's pretty reasonable, I'd say, for a cutting-edge experience like this. But I'm sure they have some premium options too, right? For those who want to really go all out.
Oh, absolutely. They have something called director seats, and they sound pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about those.
Well, for starters, you get exclusive entry to the venue, so no waiting in those long Vegas lines.
That's a huge perk already.
And then there's a dedicated pre-show lounge just for director seat holders. You can relax, enjoy some complimentary drinks and snacks.
Now, that's what I call the VIP treatment.
And of course, they wouldn't be VIP seats
Right.
without some exclusive swag. You get a commemorative lanyard, a collector's cup, a Sphere hat, the works.
That's pretty cool. You can show off your Sphere pride long after the show is over.
Exactly. But I think the coolest perk, and this is where it gets really special, is that you get access to the venue bowl itself.
Wait, you mean we get to be right there next to that giant screen, up close and personal?
That's right. You can stand right next to that massive, high-resolution display and really appreciate the scale of it.
Oh, wow. That must be incredible to see the technology up close like that.
It's got to be mind-blowing.
So we've got general admission. We've got these tricked-out director seats. What about those who are looking for the ultimate top-tier experience? Anything like private suites or anything like that?
They do. They offer premium suites for those seeking the ultimate in luxury and exclusivity. I imagine they're decked out with every amenity you can think of, but the website's a little vague on the detail.
A little bit of mystery always adds to the allure.
And they also offer group ticketing options for those planning a big outing.
Okay, so there's an option for everyone. But before we get carried away by all the glitz and glam, I think it's time to get down to the practicalities.
The nitty-gritty details.
Right, like what do people actually need to know before they go? Did you find those crucial FAQs on the website?
Oh, I always dive deep into those FAQs. First of all, they're very clear about how long the entire experience lasts, so you can plan your Vegas adventures accordingly.
Yeah, Vegas time moves differently.
And they list the film start times when the doors open.
So no one's left wondering, when do I actually need to be there?
Exactly. And they also have a policy on late seating, which I think is essential in a city like Vegas.
You never know what could happen on this trip.
Now, a question that's probably on a lot of parents' minds: age restrictions.
Right. Is this a family-friendly experience?
They do have age requirements listed, and they specify whether you need to buy tickets for children. So that's good to know.
It is. Planning ahead is key. What about for people who maybe the haptic feedback is a little too much for them or have sensory sensitivities? Any info on that?
Absolutely. They do mention the availability of non-haptic seats, so everyone can enjoy the show in their own way.
I love that they've thought of that. So what about capturing the moment? Photos, videos, any rules about that?
There are specific photo and video policies in place, so definitely check those out on their website before you go. They also answer the question of whether you need any special equipment, like VR headsets or 3D glasses. Thankfully, none of that is required.
Good to know. I can't imagine trying to keep track of 3D glasses on the Vegas Strip.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare. And for anyone planning a group outing, they do have information on group rates, which can make it more affordable.
All right, so they seem to have covered all the practical bases. But, beyond the logistics, I keep coming back to this question. What does it all mean? What's the bigger picture here? I mean, the Sphere's obviously pushing the boundaries of technology and entertainment, but where does it go from there?
It's a fascinating question, isn't it? On one level, it's a spectacular display of tech and artistry, a sensory overload like no other. But I think it also asks us to consider something much deeper. It challenges our very idea of what entertainment is and what it could become.
Yeah, it's not just about passively watching a movie anymore. It's about actively engaging with a story, a world, an experience. It's about blurring the lines between reality and simulation.
Exactly. It raises questions about the future of cinema, about the role of technology in our lives. And then there's that theme of Postcard from Earth itself.
Yeah.
It's like an invitation to think about our planet's future, about our legacy, about the message we're sending to future generations, right? It's like saying, hey, we've created this amazing technological marvel, but let's not forget about the big questions.
Exactly. It's like they're using this incredible technology as a way to make us think critically about, our place in the universe, our impact on the world.
Yeah. It's thought-provoking, for sure. It's
Yeah.
not just entertainment for entertainment's sakes. It's pushing us to consider something bigger.
It really is. And I think that's what makes the Sphere experience so compelling. It's not just about the spectacle, it's about the ideas, the emotions it evokes. It's starting conversations.
And challenging our perspectives.
Absolutely. So, we started this deep dive with a simple question. Is the Sphere experience worth the hype? And I think it's safe to say, yeah, it definitely seems like it. But it's clearly so much more than just a show. It's a cultural phenomenon almost.
It really is. I mean, it's a testament to human ingenuity, a glimpse into the future of entertainment, and possibly even beyond.
And that's the beauty of a deep dive, right? We start with a single question and end up exploring a whole world of interconnected ideas.
Exactly. It's all about making those connections, going beyond the surface.
So to all our listeners out there, we encourage you to continue your own deep dive into the Sphere experience. Think about the questions it raises. How will this kind of technology shape our world? What stories will be told? What messages will we send to the future? The possibilities are pretty much endless. Keep those questions in mind, stay curious, and keep exploring. Until next time, deep divers.